Hello, I'm Dr. Pankyu, and in this short video, I would like to talk to you about Connect, the Smart Book, and LearnSmart. If we go over to the Learning Unit area, we'll see that the course is divided into 5 different units. Unit 4 has 2 parts, so essentially it's 6 units. The assignments that you are going to do are listed here on the front page. For LearnSmart, you'll be doing chapters 1 through 4 in Unit 1. And you will be doing your reading in the ebook, or if you purchased a textbook, you can do it that way. And speaking of textbooks, if you would prefer to just use the ebook, that's perfectly all right. Some students like to just use the ebook. You can read that on a smart device when you're out on the go. Other students like to have a hard copy of the textbook. Whatever you would like, go ahead and pursue that. However, what I would recommend is don't buy anything just until you've tried out the ebook. You get a 2-week free trial to Connect, and you might find that you like using an ebook and you don't need a hard copy. That will save you a little bit of money. If you already purchased the hard copy, you will find that there is an access code inside of the copy of the textbook that will get you into Connect. I still would recommend using the free 2-week trial. Simply because you might decide that this course isn't for you, and then you can return your book without having used the access code. So give the 2-week trial a try at first, but please do remember that the 2 weeks starts right at the beginning of the semester. So if you decide 2 weeks from now that you're going to log into your ebook, you find that there is no free trial anymore. That's because it already has expired. So let's go into Unit 1 and take a look at how we get into Connect. To get into Connect, you're going to go to this folder that says Unit 1 LearnSmart Assignments. This is going to take you right into your ebook, which they call a Smart Book in Connect, which comes from the publisher. So if you click on this, it will show you that you have 4 LearnSmart assignments to do. Now, LearnSmart is a program. They call it a SMART program because it tries to figure out what you know about the information in the textbook. And if you know about it, then it doesn't ask you any more questions. If you are a little rusty with it or you don't answer questions correctly, it'll ask you more questions on that topic. Most students really like LearnSmart, especially in anatomy and physiology, because it does drill you over and over again, asking questions, making sure that you know the information. You can always go back and do LearnSmart again, even after you've completed it to 100%, just to do practice before you take an exam. So we will first click here on LearnSmart Chapter 1, Organization of the Body. If this is the first time going into the Connect site, you're going to be prompted either to enter your Connect access code if you already have one and you're certain you want to get going in the course, or we'll ask you if you want to sign up for the free trial. Sign up for that free trial, and in 2 weeks, then it will prompt you again either to enter your access code or to pay with a credit card. Now, I've already launched this, so I'm not going to click on it. As an instructor, it takes me a little different route that it's going to take you.
To complete your Smart Book assignment, you toggle between reading and answering questions.
Right, you see that we have a coach here, and the coach is going to let you know what's going on. We'll tell you that you've been reading for a while, you really should start to practice. If you click here on practice, the coach might tell you you're really not ready for this, you haven't read the entire chapter. Well, if you're reading on a hard copy, the coach doesn't really know what you're doing. So you can actually turn off the coach. It's down here in the corner by my face. Unfortunately, I can't click on it right here, but you can turn her off if you don't like to listen to her. All right, so here you see the Smart Book. The Smart Book is going to be arranged as the chapters of the book, and we are going to proceed through. So when you're ready for LearnSmart 1, you'll click on this, and this is how you'll read Chapter 1. Here you'll see information on the human body. You can continue on these pages, or you can simply move pages this way on the top of the page, and there's information to read. Now, what the publisher does is highlight in yellow what the publisher thinks is the most important information. Now, you might not like that, so I tend to be distracted by this kind of thing. So you can shut off this highlight at any time. You also can see that there are some links here. The links will tell you the definition of those terms. So you have the definition of anatomy here, the definition of physiology. You can continue to read down the page. Now, the coach won't read out loud to you. You can continue to read. You can see that there are some links that can take you to another chapter. If you're interested in more about that, I would just stay with what you're supposed to read right now. Continue to read. So we've got a definition of organelles, organization of cells, etc. And then maybe you're ready to read about anatomical terms. Now the anatomical terms will be what will be you're doing in your first discussion board assignment. So this is a good page to come to and learn about these directional terms. So when you're ready to do the LearnSmart, you're going to go down to this button that says Practice. When you click on Practice, you're going to get these flashcards. Now you'll notice down here that you have 57 items left. There are 60 flashcards that you're expected to get correct. And if you get all 60 of them correct, you get 100%. If you don't get all 60 of them correct, you have the opportunity to keep doing them until you have all 60 correct. And if you want to stop at any time, you can always come back to it here by going, you can go back to reading, or you can go back to practice. There will be times when you click practice and the coach doesn't think you know enough yet. You certainly can override that. But if you continue to get questions wrong, the coach will pop up and say, I think you have to go back and read some information. So you'll get a question like this that says, the branch of science concerned with the structure of body parts is called. Well, I know that. I should know that. I teach this course, so I'm going to click I know it, and I'm going to click Anatomy. Say OK. Now, if I don't know the answer, I can read about it before I answer it. But I know this, I hope. I'll click OK, and I did. Now you see I'm down here to 56 items left. Blank is the study of the function of the body and its components. Okay. All right, I know that one. All right, that one is physiology. Physiology, and I'll submit it. Okay, my answer is correct. Go to the next one. The structural levels of organization of the body include. I'm not sure I know this one, but I'm going to give it an answer anyway. All right. Aha, my answer is incorrect. Okay, I should have had organ systems, tissues, and chemicals. All right, so I can go back and read about this if I'm not sure why I got it wrong. That's probably a good idea. I'll click OK. All right, I didn't get that right. And look at this. It's starting to ask me the same questions again. So if I missed a question, now it's going to ask me questions along those lines again. And they're not always fill in the blank. They might be multiple choice or true, false. Okay, so I can go and read about this if I want to do that. And it'll take me right into the book where I should learn about this information. After I've read it, I can go back to practice. Right? We've got a table of contents here in this. If you'd like to go to another chapter, you can also take notes in this smart book if you'd like to. You can underline things. The reports are going to tell you how far you have come. So if you want to know if you have achieved 100% yet, you'll know you achieved 100% when you see there are no items left down here. But if you want to see how you're doing, you can go to reports. It will tell you what questions you missed, what your most challenging section is, and your current learning status. Right? So it's a very nice way to go about this. Most students like using the Smart Book rather than using a hard copy of the textbook. The Smart Book, by the way, is available while you are taking tests. Not the diagram exams, but it will be available while you are taking your multiple choice exams. All right, let's go back to Blackboard. Here we've got the second LearnSmart, the third, and the fourth. So in your planning calendar, you will have planned when you want to complete this. I have these set to take about 45 minutes for each chapter. So do plan to give yourself about an hour to get through all of it. It's never a good idea to always do it in just one fell swoop. It's better to spread your learning about 30 minutes one day, 30 minutes another day. It helps to embed the information in your brain. Now let's go back to the learning units here. So now you've seen how to use the Smart Book, how to use Connect, and how to use LearnSmart. You'll also find that there are some practice quizzes. Okay. We have some practice quizzes right here. And the practice quizzes will launch you right into McGraw-Hill. These are not graded. You will not see a grade show up in your grade book. And here you have an example. There are 39 questions in here. You'll find some of these questions on your exams. The windpipe is blank to the esophagus. Now, because I'm the instructor, I've got the answer shown here. You wouldn't be seeing that answer right there. But this is a very low stakes assignment. You don't have to do this, but if you'd like to practice before you take an exam, I definitely suggest that you go and do these practice quizzes. They don't count towards your grade. Right? After you've completed Unit 1, then you'll go on and do Unit 2. And again, you'll find in there a Smart Book. You'll find the Connect and LearnSmart.